I'm Luca. I'm the under-8s coach of Homestar. For the team, in terms of the team, we are very new. Obviously, some of the boys have never played competitive football before. So as a team, where there's been 3 from last year, coming up to the under-8s, in terms of gelling, it's been tough to start off with, but just from the 2 games, you can see from the results that they've gelled really well together. And in training, they're getting on, especially where they're not from the same school. It's hard at that age. But from the past weeks of training, pre-season and the matches, the boys have gelled really well together at the start of the season, and it can only get better. So the biggest positive, our first result wasn't the best. It was a 5-0 loss, but then our second game was a 7-6 loss. So you can see 6 goals over 2 games for us. Obviously, like I said, as a new team, it's fantastic for me personally. The boys are getting loads of shots off at the goal, and one of the boys, Angelo, getting a hat-trick means there are boys in our team that can be really clinical. So for the boys, mainly, it's defending, defenders themselves and defending as a team. So we've been working on one-on-one defending, teaching them the proper techniques of getting low, shuffling the other player, making them go where they want, and defending as a team, so making sure everyone gets back, making sure everyone's behind the ball, or they've got majority behind the ball, so we can then win the ball and counter-attack as quick as we can. Also, not perfecting the basics, but working on the basics as well, dribbling and passing. From the first result to the second result, it was an improvement, but obviously for those boys at that age, it's something that can be continually worked on.
Hi, I'm Pascal. I'm the under-9s coach. We've had a really good pre-season so far. All the boys have been bonding together. This is my first team I've ever coached, so I've been given a good team as my first experience in coaching, and we've all bonded as a whole team. We're still struggling to find a keeper, so all the boys, they're always like volunteering to want to be in goal, so I'm not having a problem with that, and everyone's doing really well during the games. From both games, definitely the boys' determination, their heads are never down. The first game we won 4-0, and that was mainly due to the fact that all the boys, they kept on pressing. Every time a foul was given, the head stayed up. No, there was no answering back. The second game we didn't do as well. We lost 1-0, but that was from a penalty. And the boys, they still didn't give up. They still pressed the entire game until the last whistle blew. Our last 2 weeks, our training sessions have mainly been on passing and moving. The boys still are bunching a bit, so we're trying to get them spaced out in the field, and also communication. They need to talk a bit more.
The other players have been passing from space. They could take chances trying to score.
Well done for getting man in the match.
Hi, my name's Jack. I'm the under-10s coach. I'm new to football coaching, managing a team, and most of my players this year are new as well. So in pre-season, we've literally been gelling as a team, getting to know each other, and we've had a pretty good start so far. The attitude of the boys, definitely. The way we're moving the ball has been really, really good. They're listening at training. I can see that they're actually putting into place what we're practicing in training into the games, which is all you can ask from the boys. The fitness, considering they haven't been together before, is really, really good as well. Moving the ball from back to front quicker, especially in the first game, we really, really struggled with moving the ball up the pitch. So we've been working on that in training, and that showed in our second game, where we actually scored 3 goals and drew the game 3-3. They really pushed the ball forward and got into some attacking positions, and the defence keeping up with the play, for not staying too far behind, and giving an option backwards as well to then go forward again.
From the defence, passing it to the strikers to score. To be more fitter, because in the later game they were all tired and we kept losing the ball, but we still carried on.
When we attack, for the defenders to push up.
Hi, my name's Ellis. Just started coaching the under-11s Holmesdale team. Passed my level 1 a few months ago, really enjoying it. We had a great pre-season. A lot of the boys that started playing for the team were new, didn't know each other, so it took a little while to get them gelling, bonding together, but at this point we've got a really strong team and I think we can do really well throughout the season. It was an interesting, exciting game, from winning at one point to going a couple of goals down. We ended up drawing the match, which I think was a fair result. We started really strong, really attacking, a lot of communication, quick passing. I think as the game went on a little bit, we tired and we kind of let the other team back into the game, but I was really impressed how we were down a couple goals and we showed really good character to work as a team and get back into the game. Second game of the season, we won 5-2, so obviously a lot more impressive. Definitely our finishing in front of goal was way better than the first game. For the chances that we had to score 5 goals, really impressed. I'd like us to improve on when we're on the ball, just to settle down a little bit and find a pass and play it, and then movement off the ball, collect it again, so we can get more possession-based football going. And that's what we've been working on a lot of keep ball, a lot of rondo, kind of just passing and moving, and a lot of talking, so we can improve our possession-based game.
Passing the ball to the left wing, crossing the ball in, having chances, taking them well, and also as the defenders saved all of the goals that they were going to take. It was a very good match and played well. Communication.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm the under-13 manager. In terms of the background of the under-13s, we lost a lot of boys from under-12s last year. They won their league and they moved on to professional clubs, and so it's a brand new team this season. And it's been a challenge for me because I've been working with 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds for the past 3 or 4 years and haven't coached younger than under-14s for at least 4 or 5 years. So it's been good, it's been exciting. I'm glad to be doing the youngsters again, and the group I've got, yes, it's a new team, but they're really talented, a lot to work with, and the best thing about the group of boys I've got is that their attitude and application every week is 100%, and I can't ask for any more. We've had 2 games so far this season. We've won both games, but the biggest thing for me after the first week, and the thing that we worked on most pre-season with a new team, is I wanted to start us off focusing on our defensive shape. So we've been working hard these past 2 weeks, and it's definitely improved after the first game in terms of our back 4 shuffling with the ball and our holding midfielder. Could we play a 4-3-3, but in terms of the 4-3-3, we play 1 holding midfielder, 2 attacking, 2 wide players and 1 up front. So working with my back 5, including my goalie, to really stop them playing through the middle of us and forcing them out wide. And it's worked really well. Like I said, we haven't conceded a goal yet this season, and hopefully that continues. But we scored a lot of goals, and that's something that I haven't even touched on yet with the team in terms of our combining in the final third, our decision making in the final third, and like I said, we haven't worked on that yet, and we've scored 5 goals both weeks, and it's been a real positive to see the boys be so creative after, like I said, not working on anything with them. But the biggest plus for me, and the thing that we have still been focusing on in training is our shape without the ball. And I started with the back four, like I said, and holding midfielder, and this week, tonight in training, we've been working on pressing from the front, because what we found is the teams we're playing against do like to try and play out, and we worked on different triggers and different traps for us to win the ball as high as we can. Obviously, win the ball high, we're closer to the goal, should equal more goals for us.
Yesterday, I think we done very well in our communicating. It would be that our decision making, when to clear the ball and when to pass the ball around the penalty area.
I think that the team was moving and passing, there was encouragement in the game, and that's how we got our goals. I think it will be fitness, because in the early stages of the game, we got a bit tired, and then that's how we started conceding goals.